Okay, so we're going to talk about three or a couple different ways to prove that triangles are congruent that are kind of like shortcuts. So yesterday we were talking about how you had to have six congruent parts. So you had to have three sides congruent, you had to have three angles congruent in order to say the triangles are congruent. So we're going to talk about a couple shortcuts here. So the first one is called side, side, side. So where it says words, you're going to put that in your first box here. So side, side, side says that three sides of one triangle are congruent to three sides of the other triangles, then the triangles are congruent. So again, that's not saying any angles are congruent. We're just saying the three sides, the corresponding sides are congruent. So the picture would look like, so we would have dashes here. So if the corresponding sides are congruent, then we could say that those triangles are congruent. The next way is side angle side. So again, the words you're going to put here. So this says that if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. And what an included angle is that is an angle between two sides of the triangle. So the picture would look something like this, and this could be different because you only need the two sides and then the angle in between. So we have this side, and if we did this side here, the angle, to find the included angle, if you trace over the sides that we have marked congruent, the angle where they meet, that would be the included angle. So we have a side, we have an angle between those sides, and then another side. If that is the case, we can also say triangles are congruent. The next one is angle side angle. So that says that if two angles and the included side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and the included side of another triangle, then those two triangles are congruent. And again, you're writing that there. So the key thing here is we have to have two angles and then we have to have the side in between being congruent. So if you're looking at a picture, if we had this angle and those are two angles, the side that those are both on, that would be the included side. So that would have to be congruent. So again, we would go, it would be angle, side, angle. So if that's the case, then those triangles could also be congruent. And the last one that we're going to look at today is angle, angle side. So this is if two angles and a non-included side of another triangle are congruent to two angles and the corresponding non-including side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So similar concept to the last one, except for now the side is going to be not included. So if we did these two angles here, so this would actually be the included side, the blue part there. So it would have to, it doesn't matter which side, we'll just do this side for the picture. So it would go angle, angle, side. So the non-included side, and it could have been the other non-included side as well. If that is the case, then the triangles are congruent as well.